families, guests, and most of all, welcome 8th graders. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the graduation of the founding class of Up Academy Leonard. Estimados padres y familias, bienvenidos a la graduación de la primera clase de Up Academy Leonard. Gracias por venir. Antes de introducir nuestros presentadores, quería hablar por un minuto sobre nuestros estudiantes. 8th graders, you are almost there. After nearly 5,000 hours of school, 367 homework clubs, 339,262 demerits, 610,007 total merits at our school, you have 1 hour left between you and the high schools of your choice. Many of you were born in Lawrence. Some come from places like Mexico, Panama, Guatemala, El Salvador, Haiti, Honduras, New York, Florida, New Jersey, Haverhill, Methuen, Puerto Rico, and the Dominican Republic. You're headed to schools like Lawrence High, Abbott Lawrence Academy, GLTS, Central Catholic, Notre Dame Academy, and Lawrence Academy. The future is bright, and this is the first of many graduation days in your futures. Since your first day of 6th grade, we have spoken about the perception many people have of Lawrence. Many people speak about the challenges this community faces: economic hardship, schools in state takeover. They paint a depressing picture. It's true. But working with you every single day, we see a very different picture of the city of Lawrence. We are inspired every single day by the incredible people who live in the city. We get to take pride in our city by taking pride in you. When Kiaya Fernandez was quoted in a national magazine next to Mayor Rivera, she was sending the message that the children of Lawrence should be taken seriously. When the Massachusetts Commissioner of Education came by to watch you discuss Antigone in English class, you were setting a tone for the respect that the city of Lawrence deserves. You are the hardest working 8th graders in this district. You have gone to school for longer hours than anyone else in this city, after which many of you stayed after school for cheerleading, basketball, chess club, extra help, and your efforts are producing results. Over the last few years, your access results of progress in English have shown among the highest growth in the city. Since your 6th grade year, when you made some of the highest growth in math in all of Massachusetts, you have been the proof for what is possible in our city and state. One of my first memories of your class was meeting a young man named Lewy. He was in 6th grade, and he had been referred out of class quite frequently. He used to trip all over himself, knocking over desks, maybe on purpose, maybe as an accident. And he had some very strong reactions when frustrated. When Lewy began this year in 8th grade, I have seen few greater transformations. He had a goal to attend Central Catholic, and to get there, he has epitomized discipline and self-control and academic progress. He has carried himself with pride and earned a seat in the Central Catholic class of 2019. But what's more important than that accomplishment is the confidence and pride in himself that we have seen develop. And is that belief, that drive, that makes me confident that Lewy was on the path to college. 8th graders, when you remember Up Academy, please remember Patrick Medina doing his full body shine as he walks down the hallways. And remember your incredible capacity for enthusiasm. Think about Moises helping organize all the new sixth graders when they move here. And remember that you too are kind and thoughtful. Remember Marielette dancing at Uniform Station? Every single day. And never forget how important it is to just be yourself. Remember that Dowry snuck an entire bag of free weights onto the 8th grade field trip and led a room full of his fellow scholars in evening exercises. And remember that if something is important to you, you should find a way to make it happen. When your dreams feel very far away, remember how hard Chris Bonilla has worked to earn his seat at GLTS, and feel confident that your effort will create ability. Remember how all the little children at the Leahy adored being read to by Angel Torres, and know that deep in your heart, you are a leader. When you enter your new schools next year, you will face academic challenges. When you face those challenges, remember that Waddlen joined us in 7th grade when he was struggling to read and write. And he is now confidently and independently reading his summer reading for GLTS. He wears that first-generation green ribbon with pride because he, like many of you, will be a first-generation college graduate. When life requires you to show perseverance, remember the day that Gelsandro could not find his uniform because it was buried under a massive bag of potato chips. And then remember how he called and texted everybody in his homeroom to help him turn in his homework, which arrived to school after he did. And remember that you have incredible resourcefulness. Draw strength from Dina, who has faced countless challenges in her living situation, and never let them be stumbling blocks for a minute. She graduates today a self-confident, passionate advocate for her own education. All of you can dominate whatever challenges are in your way. Scholars, your time in this building is coming to a close, but your journey is not over. On your path to high school, college, and making the world a better place, please visit us often and tell us about your continued adventures. Families, thank you for trusting us with your children. They are incredible scholars, incredible people, and it has been our privilege to get to know them this year. Verdaderamente, sus hijos son increíbles y tenemos tanta esperanza en sus futuros. So with that, welcome, bienvenidos, to Commencement 2015. This is a night to celebrate our scholars, and we couldn't be more happy to celebrate with you all. Thank you. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce our choir to perform the national anthem. Me da un gran placer introducir al grupo de cantantes de Up Academy a cantar la canción nacional, El Star Spangled Banner. Please rise to honor the national anthem. Favor de ponerse de pie para la canción nacional. Thank you, choir. I will now introduce our first student speaker, Mr. José Ortega. Tengo el placer de introducir el orador de la clase, José Ortega.
Hello, my name is Jose Ortega, and I'm going to tell you about my middle school experience at Up Academy these last 3 years. My experience was a difficult journey, but it brought me to a place of maturity. I know I am a good student, but it's taken hard work to get there. The pride, value, perseverance represents me as a person and what I do in life every day. On this final day and throughout this year at Up Academy, I learned to never give up in what you believe in, and that working hard will lead you to success. But let me take you back to when I was in 6th grade, where it all started. I came from a Catholic private school, elementary school, so I know about rules. At first, I assumed since Up Academy was a public school, I assumed there wasn't going to be any rules, but boy, was I surprised. It took me some time to learn all these rules, but I learned to persevere and to try to follow these rules to my best ability. 7th grade is actually the year that I changed most as a person. First, my parents separated, but it didn't affect me that much. What really was hard was moving out of my house, where I had good memories when I was a little kid. I learned an important lesson through this because I realized that not everything will go the way you want in life. This is the biggest part of me growing up into a mature person and moving along to the future. Something else that's influenced me is having a unique relationship with my brother. My brother has autism, but it's not that bad. We still have a good connection. Sometimes taking care of my brother could be challenging, but I do not only persevere. I learned a lot from my relationship with him. Growing up with an autistic brother taught me how someone can have a few problems, but still have a connection and bond no matter what happens to us. Anyone knows me knows I am a shy person. While I do talk to people my age, something different about me than other people my age is I like to also observe my surroundings and the people around me. I have tried to build my self-awareness by listening to and watching what goes around me. Because I am quieter, people often make assumptions about me and don't know who I truly am. People know me well, have gotten to know me little by little. Although I am a shy person, I push myself to persevere in my social situations. I try to talk to people to my best ability about myself. I want to thank teachers for helping me boost my participation and develop more as a person. Middle school went by in a flash, and along the way, I have learned so much about myself. I'm glad that I met the people in my homeroom, and I appreciate the opportunity I had to learn from them, and I hope they learn things from me. Perseverance has been a huge part of our experience at Up Academy Leonard, and it makes us all stronger and smarter students. Thank you, everyone, for coming out to support our class tonight, and congratulations to my classmates.
Thank you, Jose. Please welcome our next student speaker, Ms. Nurka Peralta. Vamos a darle las bienvenidas a nuestra orador de clase, Nurka Peralta.
Good evening, families, faculty, and staff, and graduating class of 2015. It was an honor to be chosen to speak in front of you this evening. Let me tell you something about being an Up Academy Leonard student. It was an amazing experience, but it was also challenging. For young teenagers, we were pushed to grow up mentally, but physically, emotionally, and academically. This growth helped me work my way up to where I am now, my 8th grade commencement. I'd like to share with you tonight my experience of my 3 years at Up Academy. The first words I heard were, "Now we are going to explain how the system is different," right after I was sent to what they called Mr. G's office, or the doso, for not having the belt and the wrong shoes. Then they said, in this school there are consequences such as demerits, automatic detentions, referrals, suspension, homework club, and detention. I heard them say, even though I didn't know what half of these words meant until it all started. Sixth grade was a hard year for me because everything in the school was so different. It was the beginning of a new me I never knew I was there. It made me more mature. I remember the time I got attention for having the wrong shoes and no belt. This helped me learn that I needed to dress professionally inside and out of school. Once I received an AD for giving a wrong response to a teacher, I learned that I needed to be respectful to everyone, even if I don't always agree. In 7th grade, we had the same rules, but the school was bigger and we were all older, so it was different. 7th grade was a challenging year, but I made my academics my priority. I love science, and I would work hard to be respectful in class and stay in class. I also would try to finish my math classwork early so I could get my homework and finish. Aside from my academics, I also help students learning English to study for tests and encourage them to be confident in class. Although 7th grade was challenging, I know people like Mr. Adler, Ms. Melendez, and Mr. Serial, who were there to support me when I was going through hard times and learning how to have strong and loyal friendships. 7th grade helped me find who I was as a person, and I learned to live day by day feeling good about who I was. This has brought me to 8th grade, and to be honest, I think this has been the best school year of my life. This year has helped me grow mentally and emotionally. Even teachers who barely knew me had congratulated me and reminded me of how far I've come since 6th grade. Through the past 3 years, I've realized that Leonard has teachers who really care for their students and guide them through the right path so that they can go somewhere in life. They do this while reminding us that we have to keep our heads up and persevere through the challenges. In 8th grade, I've had so many teachers who had helped me and succeeded through 8th grade. There was Mr. Scarito, the crazy science teacher, who was really nice and tried getting me into MIT for a summer program. There was Ms. Costa, who taught me a lot of math, and even college math seemed easy. Mr. Martinez, who made it easier to speak in front of you guys. And Ms. Mooney, who helped me bring everything together and grow to who I am today. She has an amazing heart, and I have been able to trust her with anything. My time at Academy Leonard has taught me so many life lessons and was a roller coaster. Now that we are at commencement, the only thing that's left to do is look back at how good the years were, how strong the friendships that we were made were, how supportive the staff was, and what an amazing experience and amazing people. Commencement is an exciting time. It is both an ending and a beginning. It's warm memories of the past and big dreams of the future. I'd like to close with this quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. He said, "The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be." I hope you take this with you through high school and through life, because remember, you are the only person to have power to change who you are. To the class of 2015, thank you for the memories, good luck in the future, and congratulations.
Thank you, Nirka. I would now like to introduce Ms. Leah Bonamassa, Director of Operations, for presentation of UP Academy's top honors. Me gustaría presentarles a la señora Leah Bonamassa, Directora, para la presentación de los honores más altos de UP Academy.
Today we are here to celebrate this extraordinary group of 8th graders. This class is a particularly special one. They are the founding UP Academy Leonard Middle School class. Members of this group are the first to have been scholars here since 6th grade. So at this time, I'd like to invite all founders with their founders' pins to stand and be recognized for their trailblazing contributions to our school. The Pride Award is awarded to the 2 8th graders who best exemplify the values of our school on a daily basis. There are 2 recipients of the Pride Awards, one from each cohort. Throughout the year, these students have shown that they are able to work hard every day, rising to the challenges that middle school presents. Across the school, these students are known to be dependable and caring people, not only treating classmates and adults kindly, but going above and beyond to make sure that all classmates feel included and respected. Academically, both students have done excellent work this year, putting forth 100% effort and constantly looking for opportunities to grow as a scholar. Both students carry themselves with poise, responding with a humble, compassionate, and positive attitude in every situation. Not only have they embraced our school's community, but they have supported and encouraged their peers to do the same. Of the first recipient, her Yukon teachers shared, "This scholar defines and lives out each one of Up Academy's pride values every day. Her attention to classwork, classmates, and teachers is steadfast. When she struggles, she never gives up and is almost always the first scholar to lend a helping hand to others. All her teachers admire this scholar and have great respect for her. She is, in fact, quite the teacher herself. She is possibly the best shoulder partner UAL has ever seen. She is patient, thoughtful, and eager to teach her classmates rather than simply give away answers. She shows poise in her interactions with peers and with adults. Nominated by all 6 of her teachers as a recipient of this award, she was also consistently recognized by her classmates for the student-nominated awards. She is a young woman with much to offer. She has impressed us not only with her ability to exemplify the pride values, but also to take on numerous extracurricular activities like basketball, cross-country, and tutoring 6th graders in science. She has demonstrated fierce leadership in each activity, and her optimistic, courteous, and upbeat attitude shines bright every day. We could not be happier to present her with this award. Of the second scholar, his teachers in Providence College wrote, "Over the past year, this scholar has grown in so many ways and has also taken it upon himself to be a positive contributor to our school and community by helping his classmates grow and push themselves as well. He is a model of perseverance and dedication. Even when faced with many challenges, he smiles and faces the new experience with a positive attitude and the determination to be more successful. Arriving at school early and often staying late to receive more support, this scholar does what it takes to reach his own personal goals of academic success. When a task is difficult, he works harder. He advocates for himself and for his peers to make sure that no one is left behind. His teachers have even bestowed upon him the title of New Scholar Ambassador because he can be counted on and trusted to uphold all the school's values while welcoming new scholars to Providence College and supporting them through the transition into our school. This young man embodies what it means to be an Up Academy scholar, and he has raised the bar for what it means to have and show perseverance, respect, integrity, discipline, and enthusiasm. He is a student that every teacher wants to work with, earning the Pride Award because he embodies all of these values consistently and with a smile. We are proud to announce the 2 recipients of the 2015 Pride Award, Carolyn Gonzalez and Moises Frias. Carolyn Gonzalez from University of Connecticut and Moises Frias from Providence College.
Please join me in welcoming Mr. Trevor Munhall and Ms. Erin Mooney for the presentation of diplomas. Favor de prestarles la atención al señor Munhall y la señora Mooney para presentar las diplomas. David Acevedo. Emmanuel Bernabel. Christopher Bonilla. Jonathan Bruno. Gerald Cañas Deras. Dina Carcamo Guerrero. Ara Cordona. Luis Diaz. Genesis Espinal. Romeo Fabre. Kiaya Fernandez. Jean Luis Gonzalez. Ismanuel Guzman. Dalvin Lahara. Francisco Melendez. Jumaidi Ortiz. Lizmaji Peguero. Angel Polanco. Congrats. Wildelise Ramos Alicea. Isaiah Reyes. Isaiah Rodriguez. Waddalin Roman Gabin. Richard Santana. Catherine Vasquez. Samantha Velasquez. Jose Almonte. Maria Almonte. Merlene Amparo. Oliver Amparo. Leoy Baez Troncoso. Congrats. Marialet Batista.
This one made it. Let's go.
Christopher Checo. Esmirna de la Cruz. Haziel Duran. Rafael Gomez. Adderley Gonzalez Conche. Joelisa Javier. Leslie Lopez. Dowdy Lopez Villa. Christian Madera. Inez Mane Perez. Ana Morel. Ariani Nuesi. Will Manuel Nunez. Jadi Ortega. Janinelis Ortiz. Kaida Fortes. Omar Ramos. Brian Reyes. Jennifer Reyes. John Rigual. Margaret Sanchez. Joelmi Tejada. Danny Villa. Stephen Volquez. Samuel Agualip. Gelsandro Alba. Yanilza Almanzar. Stephen Vito. Louis Colon. Eldred Costigan. Jonathan Espinal. Emily Ferreira. Dainadis Garcia. Joel Gomez. Carolyn Gonzalez. Rennie Lahara. Ana Jelis Martinez. Luis Martinez. Jalen Mauricio. Patrick Medina. Adrian Mercado. Cassie Merlis. Edis Montanez. Casey Nuremberg. Carolina Padilla. Francis Peralta. Congrats. Nirka Peralta. Andres Pichardo. Caitlin Rascon. Angel Torres. Congrats. Mujira Valdez. Isaias Veras. Chris Benjamin. Rosalba Bernechea. Yvette Centeno. Henry Checo. Moses Frias. Tommy Gonzalez. Anthony Guzman. Richard Hernandez. Miguel Jackson. Isaí Machik. I got it. Brandy Marmol. Brian Martinez. Luis Mejia. Pablo Mora. Jose Ortega. Francisco Peña. Kebler Peralta. Fiorvi Reyes. Genesis Reyes. Anderson Santos. Angelis Sena. Elian Taveras. Lisbeth Valdez Marero. Jason Velasquez Olivo. Odalisa Ventura. Ladies and gentlemen, the scholars with diplomas have met the academic requirements for promotion to 9th grade. Please join me in welcoming the high school class of 2019, college class of 2023. Juntos damos la bienvenida de la clase